Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. A few weeks back, I made a video discussing MultiVersus and how the game wasn't really doing all that well. It lost 99% of its player base on Steam, leading to me speculating that the game's probably going to get shut down sometime in 2024 or the latest 2025. The future of the game wasn't looking very bright, and I'll leave a card above to that video if you guys want to check that one out. Earlier this week, to my surprise honestly, MultiVersus, the developers behind it, came out and said that the game is actually getting shut down in 3 months. And you might be wondering, DC Network, why are you surprised by that? You said you thought that the game was going to get shut down, and the reason I'm surprised is because I thought it would get shut down next year or in 2025. I did not think they were going to abandon ship on June 25th of this year, not even a year after the game initially launched. To me, it just seems like such a panic move, and they're desperately trying to see what they can do to kind of save this game. And you might be saying, DC Network, if it's shutting down, there is no saving it. Well, they also announced that the game is shutting down temporarily. So it's shutting down for now on June 25th, and they're going to relaunch the game in early 2024. And this is something that I've honestly never heard of happening at all in the gaming industry. I have never heard of a game launching for less than a year to then shut down because it's not doing well. I have never heard anything like this happen, and to me it just seems like they're really panicking, trying to find a way to save this game, to salvage what they have. And in all honesty, I said this in my other video a few weeks ago about MultiVersus, I think it's way too late for the game. You know, from the day it launched, it didn't have that kind of support that a live service game needs. It needed to have constant character updates being added to the game, maybe 1 or 2 characters a month. It needs new maps, it needs new, maybe some game modes and stuff like that. And all they've really done is, you know, November, I believe, I forgot the exact date, but in November they launched the last character in Marvin the Martian, and here we are in March and they haven't added anything new to the game other than cosmetics for people to buy with their real money. So it's like, how is your game expected to survive? Why are your players going to keep coming back to it if you're not adding any new content to it other than cosmetics that people can buy for real money, but they don't really change the experience of the game? So all in all, this seems like a panic move by Warner Brothers Discovery, trying to find a way to salvage the game. I will say on the plus side though, they did say that they're going to be taking all of the feedback they've received for this first year of MultiVersus, or less than a year of MultiVersus, and they're going to take all that feedback and basically try to make the game what it should have been in the first place, try to make the game something that people want to see, something that the fans will enjoy. And like I said before in my video a few weeks ago, I said I thought it was too late for MultiVersus. I don't see a scenario where this game launches in 2024 and is a wild success. I just can't comprehend how a game launched, and it launched last year in an open beta, and the way they're trying to market this is that, oh, we're just ending the open beta and the full game is going to launch next year. That's a load of BS. They're just using that to make it seem like the situation isn't as bad as it actually is. Generally speaking, when a game launches in beta, the beta is out for a few weeks, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, and then the full game will launch right thereafter. They usually don't have a game out for a year that you're actually spending money on to then shut it down and bring it back 6 to 8 months later. That's not how the gaming industry works. Usually a beta comes out, they have it be a small test, they'll end the beta, then the game will come out a few months later, or the beta continuously goes on until the game fully launches. I've never heard of a scenario where people are spending hundreds upon hundreds of dollars on the game to then have the beta close to wait for the new one to launch. Because the thing you have to remember is, look, someone like me spent $100 on the Founders Pack. I bought it. I regret my purchase a little bit, yeah, but I spent $100 on one of the Founders Packs. So for someone like me, I spent $100 on this game to basically see it being shut down not even a year after I paid those $100, and now I'm basically going to be unable to use that content I paid for and play the game in general, because you're not going to be able to play the game because it's an online game. It's getting shut down completely. All you can do is play local battles in training mode. Local battles might be fun with friends, but other than that, you know, you can't really play what the game is meant to be. What am I going to do with that $100 I spent? Are you going to give that back to me, MultiVersus? Am I going to get a refund for the money I spent on this game? No, their answer is all your stuff is going to transfer over when the game relaunches in early 2024. Okay, so that's great, but what happens when that game is a failure again? Because like I said, I don't think this game is going to be a success after this failure of a launch. I mean, how does a game come out not even a year later, they're announcing it's getting shut down and they're going to relaunch it to fix all the the issues with the game. I seriously don't see this game having a bright future. How are you as a consumer, if you're someone who doesn't like this game or you played it and then you gave up on it because of how poorly it was being run, how are you going to be convinced to come back and try this game again? That's the tricky part here. How does the marketing team get someone like me who enjoyed the game for the first week it was out but hasn't touched it since? How do they get me to play the game again? Because in all honesty, I really don't care about MultiVersus anymore. I just don't. It's a game that was fun. I impulsively spent $100 on it and I don't want to touch it again. I have zero desire to play it again. So how are they going to get someone like me to play this game again? That's the big question, and I don't think there's an answer to that. I don't think they're going to be able to get people to come back to this game. So in all honesty, you're looking at this content you paid for. You're going to be, number one, unable to use it till early 2024, and that's if it launches in early 2024, because what if it gets delayed? What if it comes out in 2025 or the end of 2024? Then the game, if it doesn't do well again, then what's going to happen? Is it going to shut down again, but for real this time? It's just a mess of a situation, and it's really a shame because MultiVersus had the potential to be something great, but it's just been handled poorly from the start. They don't know what they're doing with it, and I said this in the other video, but it seems like a lot of live service games, everyone's trying to do this live service game era now because of the Fortnite model. You know, Fortnite's been so successful. Well, Fortnite has handled it well. They've done a great job keeping the game fresh, adding content to it. I don't play it anymore, but I did play Fortnite for a while back during chapters 1 and chapter 2. I spent so many hours on that game, but then all these companies, including Warner Brothers Discovery, they're trying to replicate the Fortnite model and they don't know how to do it successfully. They just don't know what they're doing with it. And so, like I said before, I really don't see that this game is going to launch again and be a great success. I feel like they're kind of grasping at straws, trying to find a way to make their investment in this game actually start to pay off for them, because right now the game's failing and they're just panicking trying to find a way for it to succeed. They did say though, and I forgot to mention this, that all of your content will carry over to the full release of the game. Cool, but like there's not that much content in it to begin with, but I guess it's good that what you paid for will carry over. But then my question is, so are they going to launch another Founders Pack when the new game comes out? It's just a whole mess of a situation, and this is why, for those of you who are into the gaming industry and do buy a lot of games, this is why digital games and this live service model, it sucks. Because at any moment, at any given point, the company who owns that game, who keeps the servers running, they can just shut it off with the snap of a finger, and then your game is gone. The content you paid for is gone. All you have is an app on your device that says MultiVersus, and you can't really do anything with it other than, oh yeah, I remember that game. I played it for X amount of time and spent X amount of dollars on it. All in all, like I said before, I just want to reiterate, this is a mess of a situation for Warner Brothers Discovery, and I really don't see how they're going to come out of this and all of a sudden MultiVersus is going to be this huge success. If it didn't work the first time and now it has this bad name to it, how are you going to fix it all and get people back into it a second time? And that's something that I'm going to be curious to watch. It's going to be a situation to keep an eye on, because like I said, I really don't think MultiVersus is going to come back and be this huge success. I think it's too late for the game. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. Are you guys surprised that the game is shutting down on June 25th, less than 3 months away? And do you guys agree with me and think that it's too late for MultiVersus and it's going to be a thing of the past? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.